Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Barry. Last time around we had It Takes a Psycho, where Barry had escaped from prison and basically it set everyone on edge. Gene was isolated by Jim Moss and put up at his cabin on the mountain. And because of the news about Barry, he was terrified and sat at his front door with a gun, and he saw someone at his door thinking it was Barry and shot at them. However, it was not Barry, it was his son Leo, who has now been shot and could potentially be killed. Isn't that great? Anywho, also, who else did we have? Fuchs, still in the prison, was, he got the crap kicked out of him by the warden and the prison guards. And, but because of that, it seems, I think, the interpretation of the scene is that because he hasn't said anything about where Barry is that he's gotten some respect around the prison. Maybe. I don't know. Or I'm seeing things. It could be. I'm old. I'm not. But, you know. That sentence went somewhere. Anywho. Sally was also helping her student with acting. Didn't go so well. And then at the end, she went back to her house, found Barry, and was like, let's just get out of here. And then, an unknown amount of time, but seemingly years have passed. Barry and Sally have a son, and they live in a house in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah, things have changed, which I can see is the description of today's episode, actually. I actually like that the descriptions of all these episodes just aren't descriptions whatsoever. Like, the description of last episode is just, damn. That's it. That's all it says. And I really enjoy that, actually, instead of just having a plot summary there. So, yeah. Anywho, why don't we just go ahead and jump right into this, now that we're in the back half of the final season. Let's get into this episode of Barry. Here we go. In the desert, on a horse with no name.
Howdy.
Howdy.
How do you not know Call of Duty?
You gotta admit, it's kind of weird you never heard of Call of Duty. I mean, games have been around for years. There's like
You're
15
right.
versions of it.
Yeah, well, we don't play video games at our house. So it's okay if y'all do.
It's weird.
I love the accent that Barry has.
I hope we can be together next time in harmony.
Yeah. Those are words.
We'll look into that. Come on, pal.
Where are you going? There's nothing but desert around here.
Huh?
They just have a house in the middle of nothing.
You didn't see me get mad, did you?
No.
I know how you feel, buddy. You know, your dad used to get mad a lot. But eventually I was able to control those feelings.
Thank God.
And I had you, and I changed. I'm really proud of you.
How long has it
It's a hard
been?
thing that you did.
It's got to be 10 years at
You
least.
messed up.
Why is she wearing a wig? Why would you wear a wig in the desert where there's going to be winds that'll just blow that shit right out? Oh. That's her disguise when she works at a diner?
Stinking bull got out there and got his horn stuck in my bump, about pulled it off. Now I got to replace that. I
Well,
gotta
she
replace
took my advice, actually.
Hello, got your breakfast right here.
it. Thank you, Miss Emily.
Now, who needs a warm-up?
She took my advice. She changed her hair, moved somewhere, changed her name.
What are you doing this morning? You enjoying a short stay?
I sure am.
I kind of meant without Barry, but
Amber made cheer squad.
Oh, hey, that's so great. You must be so proud.
well, hey,
Yeah, we're having a big shindig.
she's an
to
actor, so
celebrate.
she
You
can
should
do this.
come. We're going.
I don't think I learned about George Washington or Abe Lincoln until I was much older. So,
Yeah, totally.
what else did you guys learn about?
Are you just gonna drink and drive?
And he's now on a penny.
Yeah.
No, he's a real success story. That Abe Lincoln, because he worked hard. And now he's on a penny. And a lot of pennies can buy you socks.
Socks.
It's an intricate part of our life, John.
Mm-hmm.
How's your food, John? Pretty good, right? Chicken pot pie?
Oh my god, I don't know how they made this worse.
But Mom, what if I love black licorice? Honey, nobody likes black licorice.
Could have been somebody.
The more you focus on your pain, the more you focus on your pity, the bigger it gets, and the more you doubt God.
Why does this guy look like Jeremy Irons?
Peace be with you.
And also with you.
Now, give thanks, and may you go in love and peace.
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you, pal.
Look at everything God's given us, John. It's beautiful.
Well, they found
You gotta honor
God
it.
in the
what I mean?
fucking desert.
Ah, so close.
All right. That was a pretty good throw. Thought you said you didn't know how to play.
You don't know how to play
Getting the hang of
catch?
it. Maybe a little wild, but you got this.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Does your mom wear hair on top of her own hair?
No, he's questioning reality.
Listen, John, do you know the story of the feeding of the 5,000? See, what happened was Jesus was in the desert with a bunch of his buddies, about 5,000 of them, and they were all hungry. And all they had was a piece of fish and a piece of bread. You know what Jesus did? He multiplied it all, and he fed all of them.
That's great. He's cold,
So you
though.
did get my comforter?
No.
No.
But the point of the story is that God gives you exactly what you need.
A comforter? Man, where are we going with any of this, man? Oh no. Don't get pissed. This kid gonna get injured. Breaks neck colliding with wall. Better call Saul. 12-year-old pitcher killed by line drive.
Mom.
John? What's wrong?
I don't want to get killed by a baseball.
Eh.
What?
The guy looks like Skinny Pete.
In jail.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Is anyone else just too uncomfortable?
Stop. Stop.
She's killing him. Not her first kill, though. And not her second, either.
Some call me Marine. Other people only call me a hero, but I don't like putting labels on things.
Right.
You want to keep that in your room? No, I found out some interesting information about our buddy Abe Lincoln.
Oh my god, no.
Turns out he had a bunch of Native Americans killed, executed. Yeah.
Why?
He also proposed to black people that they go back to Africa.
Turn on a light. Who would be at their house at this time of night? God, I think an accent is slipping into my mouth. Turn around, it's kind of hard to do a ding-dong ditch here. Stood there all night. Who was the one who knocked?
Gene Cousineau?
That's what he said.
I don't think it's him.
Eh.
Let me Google image.
Beard and long hair. You gotta show the passage of time on him.
What do you think?
Missing.
I don't know. Both dudes are old.
Hi. Where did you come from?
I've been out of the country a long time.
Good.
Because I don't think you're Gene Cousineau.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's been missing, presumed dead for 8 years.
Why presume dead?
Planning what I think you're planning? You're gonna want to talk to me.
Are they planning a movie about Barry Berkman?
I thought some honest work could show him the joys of clean living. And then...
He steals from you.
Till-tapping little bastard.
Wow.
Well, you two are angels.
Yeah, definitely.
In honor of the finale of Just Desserts, we sit down with Natalie Greer, the mind
She
behind
watched
the show that
every
defined a generation.
fucking episode.
So we were on patrol, and we came to this village, and two elders were arguing over who killed the other person's donkey.
Oh my god, don't.
Occurrence over there. And then, a shot rang out.
Don't tell him that story.
So I ran up there, and when I found him, he was all messed up. He looked terrible. And they told me, they said, Clark, he's a goner. And I said, not on my watch. And I patched him up. And I saved his life.
Did you kill the
Yay.
person who shot him?
No. No, my job is to protect our boys.
Yeah.
Just like I'm protecting you, John.
That's how that went.
Crazy to have gone from like being a chubby little kid who loves cupcakes to then all of a sudden, you know, the president of the United States is quoting our show at the State of the Union. Like, how did we get
Oh my
this?
god.
You know, like, really? Yes, because you weren't good yet. You know.
A
You
Google
were
alert for
a
Barry
kid,
Berkman.
So you were bad, but
Who's Barry?
Nickname.
What?
Ah.
Making a movie about us.
I'm gonna have to kill Cousineau.
Oh no! Oh no! But what about Jim? What happened to Jim? Oh boy. Unless this is all Barry's dream. Like his daydream before Jim kills him. Well, that was one of the most unpleasant episodes of television I've ever seen. And I've had to watch, you know, I've watched the emotional wrenching final season episodes of Mr. Robot. Look, Barry, Sally, Clark, Emily, whatever you want to be called. There's no need to worry. There's no need to worry about the biopic. Because it's being made by Warner Brothers, which means they will delete it for a tax write-off instead of actually releasing it. You're fine. You're fine. So, 10 years later, Barry and Sally have become Clark and Emily and have had a son, John. Mazel tov. And it just sucks. You know, there's a part of me that also kind of thinks like, man, we may never see Hank again. Like, why would they bring Hank back into this story at this point? He might just be gone. But I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna. I feel like we have to see Fuchs again, though. He's gonna be looking like Cousineau too. I mean, to the credit, Barry, Sally, and Gene Cousineau all left Los Angeles. Barry and Sally have been living lives. Just lives. And Gene left the country completely. Excuse me, jeez. That one snuck up on me. So they did take my advice to leave Los Angeles. And just when they thought they were out, it ropes them back in. Now, to be fair to Barry and Sally, Clark and Emily, they probably would never have gone to LA again. The problem now is Gene Cousineau. I wonder why he was presumed dead. I assume he just left, you know? But Gene's back. Because if Warner Brothers is going to tell the story, they are going to need Gene Cousineau. Man. Where is this going? Like, we have 3 episodes left of this show. Where is this going? Oh, good grief, man. By the way, can I just say this as an aside? Just, this is nothing about this episode in particular, but I've started watching, in my own time, watching Hawaii Five-0 from the 2010 version. Because my folks really liked it back in the day, so I was gonna watch it, and I'm enjoying it. We've watched 2 episodes so far. I'm hooked. I like it. The funny thing is, they brought up something because we had finished watching Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Now we're watching this. They had brought up the point of, boy, isn't it interesting to watch the good guys for once? And it suddenly just hit me in this episode, between Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, this, and even something like Mr. Robot. Like, wow. What a concept. And now, granted, I've watched shows on here, you know, with good guys. Broadchurch is definitely a great example. Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes is also a good example. I would say Prison Break too, with Michael Scofield and Lincoln Burrows, definitely. So, and obviously superhero stuff, or, you know, Star Wars or anime stuff generally, you know, will be about the good guys. But like, and I guess the other reason I bring this up is because, you know, with 3 episodes left, I have to think of something to replace Barry at the end of this. And right now, I'm caught between Succession and The Sopranos. And I don't know which one to choose. The Succession has fewer episodes. I think it's only like 30-something. Like, if I did that, I think I looked at it, it would take me through the end of 2024. But I would also like to watch The Sopranos. But it's something where I just thought, is like, man, what is this trend? Why is this such a thing in American media, you know? This show, man. This show. I love... There was at least still one joke. One in the entire episode that was genuinely a joke is Natalie... when she's talking about her stupid series that is a ripoff of Sally's that has gotten so much success. I love her saying, it's like, you know, you start out as just the chubby little kid in your hometown, and then the president is quoting your show at the State of the Union. You know? Like, that's, like, to just drive home how absurd it is, how successful Natalie is, you know? You know, it's actually, it shows like this, and with stuff like Sally, where I'm like, you know, I don't think I want to be somebody, you know? It's like, you know what? I'm fine not being somebody. Because when you look at Gene Cousineau and Sally and everyone is like, people who want to be somebody, and it's like, you know... I think I'm good. I think I will just take a life of obscurity at this point, honestly. I'll just take my obscure little YouTube channel and... yeah. I don't know. Man, what do you want me to say about this episode, man? It's like... Emily is drinking her sorrows away. They live in the desert. They are born-again Christians, I suppose. Which is going so well. Barry is putting fear into his son. You know, he just got a little baseball glove. He's got a little baseball glove, and he just shows him videos of children either being mortally injured or brutally murdered by baseballs. So John is now in fear. Who knocked at the door? Who was the one who knocked? How do you ding-dong ditch in the desert? It's like there's literally no one there. So whoever did that knocked and booked it. He just hightailed it into the darkness. You know? Was it Jim Moss? It certainly wasn't Hank. I hope to show the passage of time with Hank, they just show him with a gigantic beard, you know? Like, Kusano has a beard and the long hair. I hope Hank just has this ridiculous, like, Viking beard, you know? For Barry, instead of giving him a beard, they just gave him glasses and a general dad look. And then Sally has a wig. Why doesn't Sally just, like, dye her hair, you know? Like, I don't know. And then she was gonna, I mean, the guy thought she was gonna give him a BJ in the bathroom, and then she nearly killed him, and then framed him for stealing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Am I supposed to discuss? Am I supposed to analyze this? It's sad. There's your analysis. Good God, man. I can't. This is one of the saddest shows of all time. At least with Mr. Robot, that was always depressing, you know? Like, nothing really changed about Mr. Robot. You always knew it was depressing. This, good God, man, how depressing can a show get, man? It just keeps going. And there's 3 more episodes. How does this end? I have no earthly idea. But we'll find out. And then after that, I'll either do Succession or I'll do The Sopranos. By the time this goes up to YouTube, I may have already started one. But I don't know. Maybe I'll put up like a thing on Twitter of like which would people rather see. So, I don't know. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Barry reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.